Sa mga Navy na yon, Chinese Navy na yon, napakalayo nila sa training ng mga tao na yon. Kaya lumabas talaga yung kalidad ng ating mga sundalo, ating Navy na kung kaano sila kadisiplinado.
Invasion of Taiwan has an impact to our country because of its proximity, and most of the sea lanes of communications are actually passing through that waters between Taiwan and the Philippines. So
There's nothing to worry about as far as the Filipino people are concerned. Wala silang iisipin na kudita.
yes, sir.
Wala silang iisipin na destabilization.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
The gray zone is actually the tactics of the other country, wherein it means that it is short of a conflict. They are in the threshold of the peacetime and the conflict. Nandun po sila sa threshold, wherein they get their interest using that tactics. On our part in the Navy, we have published the AADS, or the Active Archipelagic Defense Strategy, of which it has three strategic approaches. One is the maritime operations, second is the maritime cooperations, and the other one is maritime domain awareness. Altogether, we have been doing this for quite some time, and part of it is to deter them using the newly published also as the naval operating concept, na doctrinally it talks about the anti-access and anti-denial strategy. In other words po, ma'am, we conduct patrols on regular basis so that they will know that the Philippine Navy is watching our maritime domain, Your Honor.
So this is still your position bilang bahagi po ng Philippine Navy. Patuloy lang yung pagpapatrolya habang ginagawa ng China ang ilan sa mga agresibong pamamaraan nila sa pananakot o kaya naman pagtatanggol, pagtatanggol sa teritoryo kuno nila dito sa Pilipinas.
We continue to conduct patrol and strengthen our capabilities so that we have a credible deterrence for all this incursion or development from the West Philippine Sea. And we report every activities that they may have, and we collaborate this not only to other agencies of the government as part of the whole of the nation approach, but also to our allies and partners around the region.
Thank you very much, Commodore
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor.
Marayag. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. I do believe that these two appointees that who hail from Cavite are eligible for their nomination. Salamat po. Congratulations in advance.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Your Honors.
Thank you,
Chairman,
Representative Lani Revilla. Representative Marin.
Thank you. I forgot a couple of questions, Mr. Chairman. This is regarding the research that is being done before. They have ships that do research in the Benham Rice. Is the Navy included in, for example, allowing or giving permits to research ships, particularly Chinese ships that do research in the Benham Rice area? Kayo po ba yung nagbibigay ng permit o meron pa bang nagre-research ng mga ships doon sa area na yun?
Part of the processor is to hire headquarters to give us the information on particular research vessel, and then we will assess the situation, and then that's the time we give an information to them to allow them, but the decision lies on the higher headquarters.
Who is the higher headquarters, Mr. Chairman?
Sir, usually, sir, it emanates from the general headquarters.
For example, a foreign ship would apply for a permit to do research. Where? Which agency of the government?
Usually, the clearances or seek clearances from the Assistant Chief of Staff for Intelligence, sir.
But
In
do you,
the General Headquarters, sir.
but if it's mostly Chinese ships, do you have the capability, for example, to disallow a research to be conducted? Kasi mostly I think they're mapping the Benham Rice area.
Yes, sir. So far, sir, myself, I did not have the opportunity to have that kind of situation. But I believe all the foreign vessels are being cleared by the higher headquarters, and our task in the Navy is to monitor them, sir.
Uh, Mr. Chairman, can we find out exactly how many research ships conduct research in that Benham Rice area? Benham Rice is already ours, correct, Vice Admiral?
Sir, I believe it is under our jurisdiction, sir.
Wala po ba tayong plano na lagyan doon ng facility, infrastructure, para mas mauna tayo kaysa yung nangyari ngayon dito sa West Philippine Sea? Kung kailan meron conflict, saka pa lang tayo nagre-react.
Yes, sir. I believe we have put on an underwater markers there with our flag floating. It has been considered for some time, but the planning is ongoing in consideration with the situation there, like the typhoon path and disaster path. Kaya po pinag-aaralang mabuti, sir, kung anong klaseng structure ang kailangang itayo doon. The fact na palaging dinadaanan po ng bagyo, Your Honor, sir.
Personally, Vice Admiral, do you see any threat of China invading Taiwan, and what's the consequence to our country if in case that happens?
Sir, in my own opinion, Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, the invasion of Taiwan has an impact to our country because of its proximity. And most of the sea lanes of communications are actually passing through that waters between Taiwan and the Philippines. So more or less, it will affect the sea lanes of communications that may also impact us in our country. Alongside with that, because there is a invasion, so most likely, sir, our allies will come in, and they will perhaps use the proximate Luzon Island as a platform of staging stage, sir.
Which includes the EDCA sites, possibly, correct? That's why we have EDCA sites in that area.
Yes, sir.
Would that be part of the scenario planning, would you say?
Sir, personally, I didn't see that portion of the full strategy. It's just that on our part of the Armed Forces and the Navy, we welcome support from our allied nation to foster not only our credible deterrence, but also on HADR matters, sir. So that's why we have the EDCA sites for HADR.
Thank you,
purposes.
Vice Admiral.
Yes.
Again, if I may, Mr. Chairman, repeat my suggestion. Can we monitor yung mga nagre-research doon sa area ng Benham Rice, and also actually hindi dapat Chinese vessels yung mga nagre-research doon, because we already have a conflict with them. So I think you should have a stronger role as to whether to allow them or not. So sana po matingnan ninyo kung ilan yung mga ganon klaseng research ships. And then last thing, Mr. Chairman, this is for all the generals and flag officers. Meron po bang issue dito sa, for example, if there's an impeachment happening, meron po bang issue sa military yung mga, for example, loyalty check? How do you do loyalty check? Meron po bang ganon? O meron ba kaming dapat ikatakot kapag merong, for example, impeachment cases sa palagay natin sa second highest ranking official?
Before you proceed, I think Representative Baranion, we will request General Barandon to answer, the most senior officer, for that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors.
Thank you, Representative Marino.
Mr. Chairman and honorables, once again, good morning. Sir, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines are professionals and mission-oriented, and we will abide by the duly constituted authorities, and we will follow the chain of command, sir. And as emphasized by the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines will be neutral as well as be mission focused.
I understand that, Mr. Chairman, but I guess my question was, is there anything boiling? Meron po bang usap-usapan amongst maybe not in your rank, maybe junior rank, and also maybe the retired members of the AFP? Kung may usap-usapan man po, ano ba to? Kwento-kwento lang? O is there anything that we should be worried about?
As far as the Armed Forces of the Philippines, sir, there's nothing to worry about because, again, I would like to emphasize, as mentioned by the Chief of Staff, we'll be mission focused and we will abide by the duly constituted authority. As to the retired military officer, sir, I think I'm not in the position to talk about what they are thinking or what they would want to do, sir.
So generally, being the head of the, I guess, intelligence
Yes, sir.
part of the AFP, you are confident that there is nothing going on as far as talks of destabilization and all that.
Yes, sir. We are confident, sir. And again, I would like to re-echo the statement of the Chief of Staff. And the Chief of Staff, as well as the senior commanders of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, are constantly talking to the members of the Armed Forces on matters pertaining to our mission and also our constitutional duty to defend the Constitution as well as the people.
Mr. Chairman, is there a possibility that foreign countries would take advantage of situations like this? Is that part of your intelligence gathering?
Yes, sir. It is part of our intelligence gathering, as mentioned a while ago, sir, as the Armed Forces of the Philippines slowly transition to external security operations. The monitoring of foreign malign operations as well as interference is of utmost importance, and we are more than glad to inform the body in an executive session of some specifics of this activity, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm very confident with the report of the General. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Representative Marino. Senator Bato de la Rosa, you have any more questions?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I
Please
think
proceed.
General Barandon is the right person to ask as far as destabilization or whatever co-rumors are concerned, because he is the chief of ISAP, right?
No, sir, I'm the commander of the Armed Forces Intelligence Command. This is a newly activated command, sir, of the
Iba
Armed
pa yung
Forces.
ISAP.
No, sir, the ISAF is only one of the intelligence unit that is operational under the operational command of the Armed Forces Intelligence Command, sir.
So nasa taas ka ng
Yes, sir.
ISAP.
Yes, sir. So that includes, sir, the Army Intelligence Regiment, the Naval Intelligence and Security
Kailan
Force.
na-create yung opisina mo?
August 2024, sir.
This year lang?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saan ang headquarters mo?
It is at the General Headquarters, sir.
Akala ko ikaw yung dating ISAP tapos binago lang ang pangalan.
No, sir. I'm the Deputy Chief of Staff for Intelligence, sir. I'm the J2, sir.
J2 ka.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dati naman yan, di ba? Pero ginawang command from staff.
No, sir.
Yung J2,
J2 is different. It's a joint staff, sir. But this time, the Armed Forces Intelligence Command is a unit already, sir.
Kaya nga, meron pa rin J2.
Yes, sir.
Sino yung J2 ngayon?
Concurrently, ako pa rin, sir. And we're still awaiting for the results, sir, of the selection,
So
sir.
you are performing as a staff at the same time a commander.
Yes, sir. Exactly, sir.
You perform dual functions, command and staff functions all at the same time.
For the meantime, sir.
For
But
the meantime.
I think, sir, soon enough, I'll be replaced, sir, as J2, sir.
As J2.
Yes,
Meron
sir.
talagang upo ng J2
Yes, sir.
para makafocus ka as commander.
Yes, sir.
So, wala ka na monitor?
None, sir.
Mga destabilization?
As I mentioned a while ago, sir, the leadership, AFP leadership, is constantly in contact with our personnel
So, very good.
down the chain of command and informing them of our sworn duty.
Dapat kayo, kasi ang armed forces, magkakaisa kayo.
Yes, sir.
Kaya dapat makahiwalay.
Yes, sir.
Kasi kung magkahiwalay kayo, kayo lang na magigira-gira dyan.
Yes, sir.
And we have already learned our lessons. Kami, panahon namin,
Yes, sir.
babarilan yung kapwa sundalo. Kasakit isipin na makipagbarilan ka sa yung kapwa, yung mayroong kapatid pa sa kabila,
Yes, sir.
rebelde. Tapos dito loyalist kapatid niya, bakbakan sila. Hindi maganda.
Yes, sir.
Kaya it behoves upon the leadership of the armed forces to maintain solidarity, a united armed forces. Siguruhin niyo yun, hindi kayo mapenetrate dyan ng mga destabilizers or what. Kung meron mang destabilizer, siguro niyo magkaisa kayo.
Yes, sir.
Hindi yung hati-hati kayo pero walang gira.
Yes, sir.
Kasi pag you should be one. Isa lang ang takbo ng utak ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Hindi dapat kayo masakit talaga kung mag-gira kayo. Kayo lang. Kaya maganda pakinggan coming from you as the chief of the intelligence
Command, sir.
command of the armed forces na you are not able to monitor. There's nothing to worry about as far as the Filipino people are concerned. Wala silang iisipin na kulita.
Yes, sir.
Wala silang iisipin na destabilization.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. At
Thank you,
least
sir.
kami rin, hindi rin ako mapagbintangan na magdi-destabilize ng Pilipinas. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
You know naman, this is politics, purely politics, di ba?
Purely
Ah,
politics, sir.
Politics has two sides. Minimum of two sides ang politics.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so kung wala ka na monitor, it goes without saying na hindi kami pwede i-accuse na mayroong ginagawang plano.
Yes, sir.
Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Kuha lang yan. 1 plus 1 equals 2 lang yan. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Yung, Mr. Chair, can I talk to the, nandito yung POIC, di ba? Yung,
Yes, sir. Yes,
can
Senator
we
Bato.
excuse, Major
Yes,
General?
we'll excuse General Brandon. We'd like
Thank you
to
for your
recognize,
answers, ha?
Thank you,
Our-
Mr. Chair. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We'd like to please our flag officer in command.
Morning, sir.
Thank you. Ilang months ka na dyan nasa POIC?
3 weeks old, sir.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Gusto ko lang klaruhin no, yung, I don't know if you can answer this in open hearing or doon sa executive session. Pero as far as you can answer these questions, ano yung prevailing policy mo as far as your people on the West Philippine Sea are concerned with regarding engagement with the Chinese Chinese militia, Chinese Navy, Chinese Coast Guard. Ano bang standing orders mo dyan sa mga tao mo? Kasi ganito kami sa PNP, meron kaming graduated response. Sa aming police operational procedure, meron kaming, meron kang gustong i-neutralize na tao. Huwag naman yung sabihin na neutralize, patayin ha. Iba yung meaning ng neutralize sa atin sa military, di ba? Neutralize, rendering them incapable of committing anything against you. Hindi mo makaya sa pito. Ayaw huminto ng kriminal. Gamitan mo ngayon ng taser. Ayaw pa rin huminto. Hanggang sa mag-escalate, hanggang matitreaten yung buhay mo as a police officer, you have to defend yourself. Self-defense yan. So hanggang abot sa punto na gagamit ka ng armas kung kinakailangan. Ngayon sa Navy naman, anong standards na sinusunod ninyo? Kasi umantong na tayo umabot na tayo sa punto na may naputulan na tayo na sailor doon sa West Philippines Sea, di ba? Umabot na sa punto na mga armas natin kinuha nila. Dinisarmahan yung tropa natin. Am I correct? Oh, so anong standard mo as the commander, as the flag officer in command of the Navy? Ganun ba, is it safe for us, civilians? Ako, civilian ako eh. Is it safe for us to assume na yung inyong standards dyan sa Navy is take and take lang? Take and take lang? Escape and evasion lang palagi? Iwas ang iwas? Huwag kayo makipagkumpronta sa Chinese Navy frontal engagement. Ayaw, huwag kayo kasi hindi natin kaya. Malaki yung China. Ano bang standing orders nyo dyan? Okay lang. Patayin nyo kami. O okay lang. O sige, barilin nyo kami. Hindi kami lalaban. Dahil may instruction sa amin na huwag talagang lumaban. Kasi ayaw namin ng gira. Please educate us. As far as you can relay your policies kung po pwede. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The part of the Philippine Navy, sirs, kami po ay sumusuporta lamang sa ating white ships, which is the Philippine Coast Guard. We cannot deal directly with the Chinese Coast Guards because we will be escalating the situation.
Yes, we know that. We know that. That is a national policy na ina-adapt natin. Kung sa akin lang, di ba, meron kayong Navy na naputulan yung resupply doon saan ba yun? Sa Ayungin. O, naputulan kayo. Navy yun. Yung tao mo yun. So ganun mga sitwasyon ba? Ano bang instruction mo sa mga tao mo? I know, you hindi kayo ang main actors dyan. Pero may Marines ka na andon sa barko, di ba, sa Sierra Madre. O, halimbawa, puntahan nyo ng mga Chinese doon at pagbubugbugin yung mga Navy mo doon. Ano bang gagawin nila?
That would be a very different situation, Mr.
Yes. These are all hypothetical
Yes.
for us to be informed na ang Navy natin talaga is ganitong gagawin nila.
Yes.
Hindi yan sabihin natin na ano ba, pangkuan lang, pang-sacrifice lang kayo doon.
Hindi.
Ilagay kayo doon, sakripisyo lang, huwag kayo lumaban. Ano bang gagawin ninyo?
We have rules of engagement, Mr. Chair. We have to defend ourselves if ever. But again, as much as possible, we cannot do actions that would escalate the situation.
Correct. I'm talking about self-defense. Self-defense.
We are ready if ever, Mr. Chair, kung sakaling dumating sa ganong sitwasyon, ang ating hukbong dagat ng Pilipinas ay handa po na
Correct.
makipag-bubong. At
That's what we want to hear from you. Dapat ang ating mga sailors, ating marines, ating mga infantrymen, alam mo, basic yan eh. We are willing to die
yes, sir.
for this country. Di ba? So what? Kung mamatay kami, trabaho namin ito. Di ba? Pero we cannot be forever playing cat and mouse nito pag talagang binubuli niyo kami at umantong sa alangan naman, hindi na kami Nililisir na nyo kami, binabangga na nyo kami, lahat-lahat na lang na pambubuli ginawa ninyo. Eh, kung natitriti na yung buhay namin, we have to preserve our life. Di ba? So dapat yun kasi kawawa ako, naawa ako sa ating trupa nandun pag-aabot sa punto na parang ang sakit naman ito na ganito na lang tayo forever. Dapat alam ng mga Chinese na walang forever. Eh, pwede yung palagi na lang ganun. Dinisarmahanan niyo kami. Kinunan yung armas namin. Pasalamat sila doon na highly disciplined, highly trained yung mga trupa na na-engage sila doon. Talagang ang galing. I commend them. Alam ko they are more than capable from kumpara mo doon sa mga Navy na yon, Chinese Navy na yon, napakalayo nila sa training ng mga tao na yon. Kaya lumabas talaga yung kalidad ng ating mga sundalo, ating Navy na kung gaano sila kadisiplinado. Pero kung isang putok na nun, alam ko kayang ubusin ng mga Navy niyo doon, yung mga Chinese na yon. Yung mga ganun patanga-tanga lang, kayang-kaya lang. Alam ko napakagaling, mga swag yun, di ba?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Kayang-kaya nila yun, pero kita natin yung disiplina nating trupa na talagang they stood their ground kahit na naputulan na ng kamay ng finger dahil alam nila where they stand. Pero dapat tayo bilang Pilipino, andyan tayo palaging dapat ipakita natin yung ating yung national pride natin, di ba? Hindi man talaga pwedeng forever tayo ganun. Hindi tayo pwede. I'm not inciting you to fight back, but I am telling you that you have to preserve your life while performing your duty. Huwag nyo pabayaan kasi kawawa ang pamilya nyo dito. Ang tagal na yung nadideprive sa prisons ninyo. Nandoon na sila sa karagatan, walang uwi-uwian yung mga Navy natin. Tapos, ganun na lang. Diba? Dapat masakit kung mawalan tayo ng tauhan. They should know what to do. Well, I know. Alam nila yung rules of engagement. Alam nila yan. Pero may punto talaga na pagdating doon, yung commander doon, he has the call. Siyang nandun sa ground. Siyang nandun. Kita niya yung situation. May judgment call dapat yung commander nandun. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
So yun lang. I'm just concerned about our people. Ayaw kong ginagawa lang tayong mga tao na yan. I'm not inciting you to fight back, but I am inciting you to please preserve your lives. Preserve the dignity of this country. Kailangan natin yan as a nation. Yun lang. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Senator Ronald Bato.